to the Real Talk with YAC. We're teens that chat about sexual health and LGBTQ relationships with your host Khalil. And today I will be talking to Nadia and Rihanna about how pop culture and social media is influencing teen health. They'll discuss how the music we listen to affects us, society's viewpoints of the artists, and the dangers of social media on teens. So right now I would like to introduce Nadia and Rihanna.
Hello. Hi.
Hi guys, I'm Brianna.
I'm Nadia.
And today, as y'all heard from Khalil, we'll be talking about different viewpoints with music and
social media and pop culture overall and how it influences teen health.
So first of all, I would like to ask, this will tie into the rest of the questions. What type of music do y'all listen to?
Oh, I listen to everything. Like R&B, that's my mainstream thing that I listen to. But like hip hop, Jhené Aiko, Sexy Red, JT, SZA, Frank Ocean. I listen to everything under the sun, like a broad type of thing. It's not really very something specific.
Yeah, I'm mainly into R&B and hip hop as well. Some of my favorite artists are J. Cole, JT, Frank Ocean. I love Lauryn Hill, SZA, Jhené. Yeah, and I've recently been listening to a lot of old R&B, like from the 90s, Mary J. Blige.
Me too.
Yeah, I love a good R&B song.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all not really pop girlies?
Yeah, like we somewhat, but really R&B that hits.
That's
so no
soul.
Country,
no
techno pop, none of that.
No.
So who's y'all favorite artist out of all the type of music y'all listen to?
For me, I would say Jhené Aiko. That's my favorite.
I like her too.
My favorite artist is definitely J. Cole. And like for R&B, it would be Frank Ocean, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So what is y'all viewpoint of that artist?
I feel like Jhené Aiko really she really a mellow type girl. Like she produced a lot of soft music, but at the same time
Soft.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's soft, but at the same time she got her own little I was just saying calm if you really think about it. Like she talk about her life experiences or relationship wise. She not no Sexy Red JT type of girl. You're not gonna get no real type
Bobby line
ghetto out of her. No
Jhené Aiko, all the songs she put.
But she more soft with the way she say things.
The way she sings, she real soft. But even if she is saying something ghetto, it's not gonna be no real hardcore. Yeah, she'll say it in a soft tone. Yeah. So I feel like every girl, I know me personally, every girl that listen to her is either not just going through something, but they can also connect with her. The stuff she talk about. Yeah, it's easy to relate to her. The stuff she talk about is literally stuff that females go through, not even just with relationships, but mental health wise. Mm-hmm. She's a relatable mother. She gives mother figure.
Mm-hmm. She do. She really do.
Okay, J. Cole, I really look at him as a role model. The stuff that he put in his music, it's easy to relate to just being black. I feel like people might, underestimate J. Cole. I feel like he's definitely underrated. But the things he say in his music is, the real. He's always real with his lyrics. I see him as a lyricist. He really always says, about current events. He talk about him growing up and his experiences in life and the struggle being a black man in America. And yes, I just always listen to his music very heartfelt. It really touches my heart. I love J. Cole so much.
I like that heartfelt.
Yeah.
So Rihanna, you said you think of Jhené Aiko as more, and Nadia, y'all said she talks in a relatable tone, and you said J. Cole talks in a real type tone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that a person that listens to Jhené wouldn't listen to a person like J. Cole? Do you think that they'll think she's too inappropriate? Because I feel like J. Cole and Jhené, they talk about the same things in the same tone to me. Mm-hmm. And I barely listen to J. Cole.
Okay. I feel like a person who does listen to Jhené may listen to J. Cole, but I don't think they would grasp the same concept for both of their music. I feel like listening to Jhené, you more of in your feelings, you want to be calm, you want to vibe, you want to sing. But to go to listen to J. Cole, it's you really want to hear something, and not that you want to, not that you want to get aggressive, but you a little more hype with him. I feel like J. Cole rap is more on the calm side compared to other rappers, but like, I feel like you would listen to him to, like, consistently be rapping. Like, you want to say every lyric. You want to feel every word he's saying. And the same with Janae, but in a singing way. Like,
yeah, like,
so, like, you're more calm with it.
Like, when you sing with her, like, yo, I be in my room going through it. Yes, like, you really gotta sing. Like, you gotta picture all into it. Like, she
light
really
some
like
candles, get in the shower,
like, it's very emotional. Like, she bring the emotions out into you. Like, and that's the same thing. Like, with even like all music artists, like, we talking about two like different like R&B artists, but like even with Sexy Red and JT, it's like the music that you listen to really can change your whole emotions, how you feel. It could take a lot out of you. So like us speaking on a topic is really why like we was wanting to talk about it, because especially teens, everything that teens listen to really influence them to do stuff that they do. Like you can listen to, I know you can listen to like NBA YoungBoy and you can be angry for no reason. You be angry at the whole world.
Oh my God.
For nothing. It make you have a different reaction.
Yeah, you get a different reaction to certain things. So like I feel like music is really important because you can like music, like it can heal you, can heal your soul, but at the same time it can do like very bad things for you. Like I know that I'm a Christian and my grandmother don't listen to none of that. None of that. She call it that devil music. She don't listen to none of that. All gospel music, because she tell like music can really make you feel a certain way. It can really influence your whole life, the way you wake up, the way you literally is portrayed to the world. Like I can sit here and play a song and somebody, oh, you that type girl, off of the stuff that I listen to. So I feel like music just is very influence on everyone.
Yeah, music definitely has an influence on everyone. I feel like, yeah, just like you were saying, the stuff that you listen to can make people look at you a certain way. Like, people who listen to NBA YoungBoy, like, that's their favorite artist. Like, you usually see them as the more aggressive type. Like, and then, like, rappers who rap about drugs and, like, sex, that has an influence on, especially teenagers growing up. Like, you hear Sexy Red and like people like Sexy Red or like JT City Girls in general, like you hear a lot of like ghetto type, like she just want to like have fun outside, but it's also very influential to teenage girls that hear about the sex and going on and stuff that Sexy Red talk about. It makes them have a different reaction to certain things going on in society.
Okay, so now on to my next question. Since y'all just said that, do you think it's the artist's problem on what type of influence they have? Because it seems like everybody has their certain type of look on the artist, but there can be a majority. There could be like a collective of that type of look. So do you think it's the artist's problem or it's the person that listens to the music problem on how they look at the artist?
Me personally, when you put something out to Instagram or you put something out to the world, you put it out for a certain group. And they be like, oh, like I remember like even Kevin Gates was like, oh, my music not for little kids, it's for adults. But you're putting it on Instagram, you're putting it on mainstream platforms. That's gonna get back to a kid. You already know that's gonna get back to a little kid's ears or a teenage ears and stuff like that. Like what they put out is their perspective on how they see things, and you know that's what you're putting out. Like, be wise with your words, because not just adults going to hear it. Everything, you're on social media. So I feel like I'm not gonna say it's their problem, but at the same time it is, because that's the message that you putting out. Like, oh, even with Sexy Red, like the way she portray herself and she talk about even just black women in general and how she talk about sex and all that stuff like that, that's what you're putting out. You can't just say, oh, my music is just for adults or teens. You're putting it out for everyone. Girls, boys, everybody. So I feel like if you have, and then you know that that's your mainstream network, that's your network, that's how you portray your network, that's how you show to everyone else, that's really like the artist's problem. And that's what you want to do with your influence. You know the big influence that you have on teens.
So you think artists should probably think more before instead of just posting whatever?
Yes, like even not to like say it was his XXXTentacion fault, but like his music is very like suicidal. And a lot of people, depressing. Like, people, like, would kill themselves off of his music. Not saying it's his fault, but that's the message that you put out. Like, that's the
So just be ready.
Yeah, like, be ready.
Don't act oblivious to when something happens or someone has a certain type of viewpoint. Because, I mean, you're acting like that.
Yeah, that's the music that you're putting out. Like, when I know Sexy Red or JT, when they expected people to listen to that song, oh, you turned up. We had a party. That's what that music get off. It's nothing really serious. You don't play that in a place of work or stuff like that. So they know what their music is for. They know the message they putting out and all that. They know what their music is for. So I feel like, yes, that's their fault. That's your influence. That's your impact. That's just your brand.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it is a lot on artists because they're putting it out. They're writing their lyrics, they're singing it, they're getting in the studio, making that music. But I also feel like it's with the audience as well because they could like flip their intentions. They might not know what that rapper or singer's actual intentions of putting that song out was. People take everything different ways. People have different perspective on music. People don't like all kinds of music. So people who understand rap artists and want to listen to rap, like other people who don't like rap may look at that like no, that's wrong, what they're saying is wrong, like this is bad for the children, this is bad for everybody. But everybody don't take it that way. Like people who enjoy listening to rap aren't going to look at rap as something negative all the time, but people who do see rap as something negative are going to paint that negative image of that artist. So I feel like just as much as it is the rappers or the artists is in their control, people can flip that easily and like see different things and flip it from what their intentions actually were with that music.
I agree. No, I agree with yours. I'm on the side with yours. I mean, Rihanna, because I feel as though I think it's the audience's problem. Because I mean, like an artist can say intentionally, like, because at some point it has to be said, like some things are put out for a specific reason. Some artists may just write lyrics and be like, "Oh, this sounds good. I'm a put my
like
work
some people
to this."
just rap the rhyme.
It's that splat.
Right. But then some will actually intentionally put the meaning behind a lyric. Like, if it's clear, I can see it being an issue. But then, like I said, I feel like also because the audience, you have to know what online, like whatever's online, please take it with a grain of salt. Like, most people that rap about whatever they want to rap about, it may actually just sound good. It might not be nothing about them.
Right.
Like, I feel like then on top of that, go back to the parent of that person, because 9 times out of 10 it's probably a teen or for real probably a preteen, a 12 or a 10-year-old thinking they know what's up and they don't, and then they don't know what type of influence are good and what type of influence are bad. You can listen to music just to listen to music.
And I feel like even like now that you're saying that, I also agree with that too, because even with artists, they're still human. It's not like these is like robots or something. They make music to relate. Relatable music. That's what Jhené Aiko do too. That's relatable music, and they put it out there for people that they know that can relate to them. That's really basically all it's about. They listen to me because they can relate to me. These love songs and these negative songs because these girls can relate to me or these boys can relate to me. So it's all about them relating. It's like just like it's the artist's fault, I feel like it's the audience fault too, because you listen to that song to relate to it, or that's the song you put on because you know that you can relate to it. So it's both fault there. It's not really like
one-sided.
It's not really one-sided.
Okay, so I have maybe about one more question for y'all. So do you think that artists also have are also on the influence of social media, or do you think it's just their influence?
Yes. Definitely. I feel like artists get influence from social media all the time. Like people who start off a certain way, like then getting on social media, and it changes their perspective on things. Social media is so easy to influence people, especially young people. Like, nobody likes being judged. Social media can be a very judgmental place. Like, people get judged for everything. Like, it'd be so hard to be yourself because, like, it's somebody always going to have a problem with something. Like, it's always something. So rappers, like, artists are literally human. I don't think that they should be held to a different standard than people who aren't artists, because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Not all, but we're mostly on social media. Like, we see the things going on in this society. We all be wanting to be, like,
apart.
Yeah, and we all be wanting to be accepted, really. Like, we want to be accepted in the society. We don't want to be judged. We don't want to be embarrassed or feel uncomfortable. So it'd be hard to like just fit the narrative that people paint, that society paints for us.
Yeah, I really feel like personally social media has like a huge impact even on artists. Like, oh, we see that these people listen to that music and we gotta follow that wave, so yeah, we want to be influenced by it. Like, social media put off a lot. And even with artists, I'm not saying like I got any hate towards them, but they see the way they put out sexual things too. Sexy Red talk like about a lot of sex. JT talk about a lot of sex. A lot of artists, a lot of male artists talk about a lot of sex and how they do not even just black women, but women in general, and how they degrade them too.
Right.
It's just a lot of stuff that certain songs and stuff that people say shouldn't really be out there, to me personally, I think. Because you know what you put in your lyrics, and you know that would be degrading to some or would be sensitive to some. So, like, watch what you say or what you put out.
Be considerate.
Yeah, be considerate of people's feelings. Like, and then I feel like social media is a place, like, even for teens, social media is a place where everybody go to get influence, and it's really heavily influenced. Just even with sexual wise too, and how they portray sex, they just take sex as, oh, this is something to just feel good off of. But it's a lot that go into it. Like, oh, you can have multiple partners. Even the little memes or on Instagram, how they view sex, they don't talk about the safe parts about it, or all the stuff, the mental, all that stuff that go into it. So I feel like
how social media pressures people into certain
like
things.
It really did. Like, even about the whole little Lotto thing, how she was pressured into getting a BBL.
I find that crazy.
Yeah, like, it make young girls even feel like they have to change their bodies to fit a certain image. Like, oh, you got to get a BBL. You got to be skinny. You can't wear a crop top if you're plus size or if you're thick. You can't wear this. You can't wear that. When everybody should be confident and comfortable in their own skin. And I feel like that's what it should really be about.
Definitely.
Okay, y'all. So I would love to thank y'all for this. This is a nice little day during the summer that y'all came out and, spent your time. You could have been outside doing whatever. Thank you for listening to The Real Talk with YAC. Today we'll discuss how pop culture and social media is influencing Teen House. To learn more about this project, check us out on Instagram at UChoose and on Facebook. This podcast was produced by YAC members Rayana, Nadia, and me, Khalil, Stephanie Desmond, Raven Parker, Lindsay Smith-Rogers, and Tina Sullivan. Those were the executive producers. Audio editing by Matthew Martin, PJ Porter, Holly Cardinale. This podcast was recorded at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health in partnership with the Public Health On Call podcast. Baltimore City Youth Advisory Council, the Maryland Department of Health, and Johns Hopkins Center for Communication Programs.